The 8-8 Lions Gate portal is now open. What are you manifesting? We're going to dive deep into that with this reading today. Thank you so much for joining the Manifesto on Purpose show. I am Kimbaley. I am the host, and today we're going to do something special. Since it's the 8-8 Lionsgate portal, we are going to have an 8-8 reading to see what you should be focused on for the week ahead. I'm going to talk about the Lionsgate portal just a little bit, and I'm going to get into what this reading is all about. But before I get there, I just want to let you know that this episode is brought to you by astro-numerologist Lloyd Strayhorn and the Star 8 mobile numerology app. Make sure that you go and get that app. It's just like having a numerology assistant in your pocket because it gives you information about yourself, including the numbers that rule your name and your birthday. And it also gives you this beautiful calendar feature to help you plan your month. So make sure that you check that out. You can get it on the App Store or you can get it on Google Play. And that is a star 8 ASTAR, the number 8. And you can go to a star8.com to also get it, or go to linktree/numbers and you. And also, if you're interested in learning astronumerology for yourself and how to create a business of astronumerology, you should check out the Numbers You and Beyond workshop. There is a session starting up in August. Make sure that you click on the QR code. I have decided that I will be at the end of this workshop teaching you how to align your business according to your business's astro-numerology. So make sure you check this out. You get really two trainings in one. And you can just click that QR code at the bottom corner of your screen. Now we're going to get right into our reading. And let me just tell you about the 8-8 portal. The 8-8 portal is a great portal for manifesting, and especially manifesting abundance. And what is abundance? Abundance is having plenty of the good things in life. And hey, that's what makes things great in life when you have more than enough. I always like to say, not only do you have enough, but when you have enough to share with others, is truly abundance. And abundance can be talking about anything, it can be about, of course, money, but it can also be abundance in your career. It can be abundance in your home life, your family life, abundance in your relationship or in your career. So we're going to focus on abundance for this 8-8 portal because I know that there are people that are manifesting something through this 8-8 portal. I want you to let me know down in the comment section, what are you manifesting this 8-8? And what the 8-8 Lionsgate portal is all about is it's the time of the year where the sun in Leo aligns with Orion's belt, the star Sirius, and the earth at the same time. It opens a powerful portal of manifestation. Now, we've probably been feeling the shadow effects for this for a little while now, maybe a week or so ago. You may have started feeling some of these effects. I know it has been feeling like it's been great here moving up into this 8-8 day. And although this is the peak of this portal, this energy will be felt up into the 12th. So during this time, you should focus on staying as positive as you can. You should focus on doing all of your creativity activities at this time. visualization. You could be setting intentions. This is a time to make sure that more than any other time, you're at your best. And so today I'm going to have an 8-8 reading. And what I'm going to do is similar how I would do the weekly wisdom or the abundance portal readings. And today I'm going to use the money and law of attraction decks. It's been a while since I've used that one. And that's going to be the general deck and the Trust Your Vibes deck. That's Sonia Chocolate. That's going to be for the advice. And what I do is I have a collective reading in the beginning. And what we're doing is seeing what the focus is for the next 7 days ahead. So that would be for the remainder of this 8-8 portal energy. We're going to see what your focus should be. And I'm going to start off by doing this universally for everybody. And then we're going to move into the birthday numbers. I'm going to read the birthday numbers from 1 to 9, 11, and 22. And I'll also read the corresponding zodiac sign to associate those together. Not only that, I want to let you know how to find out what your birthday number is. We're not looking for your life path. This is the day you were born on. So if you were born on today, happy birthday. But if you were born on today, then your birthday number is an 8. However, if you're born on the 17th, your birthday number is still an 8 because 1 plus 7 equals 8. And I will add, though this is a little bit off the subject because I should have said this before. But when we think about this 8-8 day being a powerful day, it's because those two eights are together when you look at it numerically. And so the next best day would be 817 because that 1 plus 7 is 8. So that's still an 8-8 or 826 because 2 plus 6 is 8. So it's still 8-8. So there's going to be plenty of time for this energy. And this energy is already here, always here. It's just always according to your mindset and the state of mind that you are in. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to give the cards one big shuffle. And this is going to be for the collective reading. It's a long time with these cards, guys. And I've been away for a bit. Okay, this is the collective reading. What can we focus on as a collective? This right here is the number 43 card, and this is a 7. And what this card is saying, rather than complaining, I will focus on positive aspects. This right here is saying keep your vibration high. No matter what it is that you're going on, that's going on around you, do not allow yourself to be distracted because there are times when you can very well get distracted. That's the waves of this physical reality that we live in. But this is saying right here, don't complain about it because the more you complain about it, the more you focus on. And we're in this open portal. We're here in this manifestation portal. And what's happening is you have to understand manifestation is not just about good things. We manifest things sometimes that is not so good. So, or you can manifest something that is not so good. So, pay attention and make sure that you're not complaining, because you never know the situation that is causing what you think is the reason to complain about. Whatever it is that you're complaining about could be happening for your good, and you just can't see it at the moment. So, this right here is the cornerstone card, because it's the very first card, and it's saying, I will focus on positive aspects. And what this is saying is, because I know there's some of these people out here that are saying, but you just don't understand. This happened and that happened. This means go deep within yourself and find something positive about whatever it is that you're complaining about. And when you dig deep and find that 1 ounce of positivity, then that's what you go to meditation on. That's what you pray on. Those are the things that you focus on, so that you can recreate that positivity versus that negativity. And because this is a cornerstone card, that's a lot about what this reading is going to be about. Focus on the positive. Focus on the positive at this time. Next card is the number 20 card. That's the awakening card. And it says, I can pivot under any and all conditions. And that goes along with the card that you had at first. This is saying that no matter what it is that you're going through, you're going to get through it. Sometimes you have to sit down and think about the things that you may have been through in your life previously. When you think back to those times when you were in those moments, there probably were times where you said to yourself, you didn't know how you were going to get out of that situation. But look where you're at now. So that means somehow you did. But at the time, that situation looked huge. It looked like it was something that you could not handle it, but you got through it. So what this is saying, that the answer is, no matter what it is that you are going through, no matter what you have gone through, you're going to get rid of it. You're going to get through it. And that's only if you can focus on the positive aspects. And since this is the number 20 card, which breaks down to a 2, this is saying, listen to your intuition, because your intuition is not lying to you. This means that there may be things that you're hearing, but you don't follow that because it's not logical to you. Pay attention to what you hear and pay attention to what you feel. That's the energy that I'm feeling right here. So begin to do things to make you stay in that positive state, and always say to yourself, if I've done it before, I can do it again, because it's absolutely true. And the next card is the 23-5 card. And it says, becoming more aware of my feelings about money. So the energy that I'm feeling about this is the 23-5 card. It seems like that when they're really tough situations or tough things for you to think about, you may be one of those people that try to escape those things, to try to get away from it, to just keep your mind busy on other things so that you don't have to face these things. But right now, it's saying that you need to become more aware. And what you need to become more aware is how you feel about money. Because some things that you're saying may not be aligning with what you really want. And an example of that is how somebody talks negatively about finances, like when someone is saying, I don't have, or saying those things. what you do is you set a standard for yourself. When you continue to say things like you don't have, you just set that standard so that you don't have. And we talked about that in that very first card. Stop complaining about it. Stop trying to escape whatever the situation is. And just because this says money, it could be any type of currency. It could be your time. It could be your feelings, your emotions. It can be anything. Stop escaping those things and stop complaining about those things and face the positive aspects of them so that they will show up in your life. So focus on the positive. And the next card is a 19. And it's saying when you focus on the positive, the better it gets, the better it gets. The more you get into that habit of focusing on positive, the better off you will be. For example, there was a time where I enjoyed, like, really enjoyed watching different things on the news. And I didn't realize at the time that the stuff that I was taking in was getting to me, but when I suddenly started doing other things with my time, I noticed that I started feeling better. And it was because I let those things go. And the more I continued to stay away from those negative narratives, those negative stories, I started feeling better. And the more I stayed away, the better it got. So that's the same thing with you and your situation. Once you focus on the positive, it's going to go uphill from there. And the number 19 card here is saying step up. Step up and step out. Step out because you may be consumed in something and you're so consumed in that thing, you don't know what it is on the other side. You don't know what it's like on the other side, kind of like a storm. It may be storming and really hard, and the clouds may be black, but it's like as soon as the storm blows over, you see a whole new environment. You see a whole different change. So the more you begin to focus on the positive, the better things will be for you in your environment, mentally and physically. Because remember, the mind and body connect. What's going on in the mind is going to show up in the body. So this right here is basically saying focus on the positive. And now let's see what the advice is for the collective reading. Mhm. 28. Walk it off. Mhm. The first thing I saw when this card came off is it's the 28 card. So the 28 says be careful with who you put your trust into. What I really saw when this card first popped up is the fact that if there's somebody that's about to sign a contract or somebody is about to sign off on a deal or something, make sure you check the fine details. That's what I'm hearing. Make sure that you check the fine details. And if it's not in alignment with what you want, then you might have to walk away. Okay, and otherwise, for this walking off, this is really saying that like I've been talking about. Distractions pop up everywhere sometimes. So whenever you see one, you're going to have to pay attention to your intuition, pay attention to discernment, begin observing what's happening in your environment. And so whenever things come up, then you're going to have to step away if it's negative for you, if it's against what you are working to align with. So make sure that whatever it is that you want, you're focused on the positive aspects of those. And if the positive aspects are few, then it may mean walk it off, let it go. If there are distractions there, just walk away, just keep going. That's all they are, distractions. So that's what that's all about. That's the collective reading. Then we're going to get to the number one. So you're number one if you're born on the 1st, 10th, the 19th, or the 28th of the month, or if you fall under the signs of Leo or Aquarius, you are a number one. This is a number 10 card, and this is significant because the 10 is going to reduce down to the 1. 1 is your number, so the card is matching your number. So this is a significant card. It's saying that you need to start feeling better about yourself. And it seems like I need to pull out Mama Bear right now because I don't know if you've been listening to what somebody else said and maybe kind of hurt you a little bit, or maybe wanted to make you decide to change the way that you're doing things because that person doesn't agree with everything that you're doing. But what the energy is saying is you choose to feel better right now. Don't worry about what anyone else has. And two, what this is also saying, if there is someone who is suffering from mental illness or mental disorder or even a physical ailment, you can choose to do better. And I did that before. I shared it briefly in a story. I shared it on a podcast, but there was a time that I can remember an illness. And long story short, after for so long not being able to find out what was really causing it, I began to change my view of life. And that's what really got me deeper into manifestation. And only then was I able to begin to feel better. So don't think that if you're feeling bad that you can't change the way you feel, because as I said before, the mind is connected to the body. So, whatever I feel like metaphysically, whatever is going on in your body is symbolic to what is going on in your mind. So, this is the time, and this is a note for you to change your mindset if your mindset is not positive at this time. And 31:4 says you need to spend time with the Creator. You need to do something different. A lot of times we put our trust in the pharmaceutical companies, we put our trust in the doctors. However, do we trust the all that there is, the source of our very creation, to heal us or to help us heal? This is a time for you to get deeply connected with your spiritual guide. This is a time for you to get deeply rooted in your spiritual side. Now we're going to move on to the number two. Born on the 2nd, the 11th, the 20th, and also on the 29th. You are a number two. This is a 42-6 card, and it says, my what is need not influence my what is becoming. No, what this is saying to you is you got to find a new way of learning. You got to change the way that you're learning. Your what is need not influence your what is becoming, because what you need to be is what you are becoming. But you don't need to be what you are becoming one day. You need to be what you have become right now. And that means whatever it is that's your big vision, you need to see yourself as that now. Don't wait till later. You need to have the vision now. You need to create the vision right now of who you want to become. And don't make it seem like it's what you want. Act like it's already what it is. We used to do that as teenagers. I mean, well, not teenagers, but younger than teenagers. We ride down the road and we see a nice car and we're like, that's my car, that's my car. You know, the things, it's so amazing how when we were younger, we did those things that we could benefit from doing now. And now it's so difficult for us to do that. If there's something that you want one day, become it and walk in it today. Okay? And so the advice card for you is the number 5 card, and it is to sleep on it. And the energy that I'm feeling for sleep on it this time is how sometimes we don't realize how much power there is in the mind, especially during what I like to call the subconscious magic hours, the hours right before you go to sleep or right after you wake up. So, right before you go to sleep, whatever it is that you are becoming or are to become, you need to be researching those things. You need to be reading a book about it. You need to be engaged in that type of um, literature or doing something, thinking about it, visualizing about it right before you go to sleep so that this video can play in your mind all night. And eventually, because Madam Subconscious, she does not like to be made out to be a liar. So if this, whatever it is you're doing, keeps popping up all night and sometimes during the day, Madam Subconscious is going to do what it takes to bring that into reality so she won't be made to seem like a liar. Okay, so make sure you start doing these. These are very, very simple processes that we can do, simple techniques that we can do and use, but it's so far from what people think is real or works that no one really tries to do it. So we're going to move on to the number 3, born on the 3rd, the 12th, the 21st, or the 30th of the month, or come under signs of Pisces or Sagittarius. Mm, This is a 55 card. This is the number 1. This is you stepping up and taking the lead at this point, and it's saying, I can transform my own world, but I hear this card in a different way. I'm hearing the world is mine. This world is mine. And that's that big Jupiter energy. That's that expanded energy. And this saying, this is what you need to be at this moment. Taking the lead, innovative. It may be something that you have been thinking about doing, but you have not put it out there yet because it's a bit different. It could be a thought that you're having, but you haven't shared it with anyone because it's a little different. But this right here says it's time for you to step it up. You never know. That thing that you think is too different or maybe misunderstood by others may be just what we need in our society. So this is the time to start expanding those ideas that you have, number 3. And that's the energy from this. And because 55 is also a master number. But this right here is a very powerful number. And this is letting me know or reiterating that whatever it is that you are planning, whatever it is that you have beneath the surface at this time, it's ready to be revealed. So go ahead and expand it. And the advice card for you is sound check. And this is the 12. The 12 is sometimes you may have to hear but not hear. You know, sometimes people will come in when they know that you got something big coming on and they want to tag along so they can be right there when it all goes down. But what this is really saying is be careful. Listen, because some of the ideas you get may come, may, should go in one ear and out the other. Because not everybody's going to come to you with an idea that's going to be helpful. So use your gift of discernment. And this is the number 12 card. And it's saying make sure that you watch out for those who may take advantage of you. And another sign this is saying to me, be careful of who you communicate this thing with and how you choose to communicate. Most of the time, a lot of people like to hold on to things until they really get it to the point where they have it done. And then they start communicating with it because sometimes people will, you know how people can do sometimes. So this is saying, you know, you pay attention to your own intuition. You pay attention to what you are feeling inside of yourself, and you are quite capable of doing that. Now we're going to move on to the number 4, born on the 4th, the 13th, the 22nd, 31st of the month, or if you come under the signs of Aquarius or Leo, you are a number 4. This is the 3710 card, and it says, I can't tell stories of shortage and experience abundance at the same time. This is kind of deep, number 4, because what this is telling you at the 4, you are the type that's going to set boundaries and maybe even strong financial boundaries. So a lot of people, the way they do things is they talk about things through self-talk that they would normally say out loud. And so they really don't think that they're speaking things in existence. But number 4, this is saying, and this card is significant to you because it's a 37-1 card, and 1 is your interchangeable number. It's saying you need to rewrite the stories that you're telling, and not just the stories that you're telling to everyone else, the stories that you're telling to yourself. Now, the bottom line is 4 is concerned about security, but when you make that a focus, even though it doesn't sound like it's anything negative, but when that's the only thing you focus on, then it really means that there's an issue there. So don't do that. Don't primarily focus on shortage. It's saying you can't tell stories about one thing and expect something else to happen. It's a contradiction when you tell yourself a story or tell someone else a story about you not having, but at the same time, you're asking for abundance. You have to be able to, as we talked about earlier, you have to become it. You have to, light energy attracts. So if you're saying shortage, then that means you're attracting shortage. So you're going to have to change your story and create a story that is unique to you, your situation. And I tell a lot of people that one of the stories that they should attempt to create is whatever you want to become, write the story of it happening to you. And in that story, include all of your emotions that you will experience once this thing happens, and continue to listen or read the story in repetition so that everything in the new story will begin to play out the way that you want to. You have a choice, but you can't do both. You can either tell good stories and expect abundance, or you can tell shortage stories and expect shortage. So let's see what your advice card says. And it's a number 8 card. You're taking this too serious. That's what that is. Laugh. You're taking this too serious, because what it's saying is you don't even have to be telling the negative stories because they don't even matter. Just let those things go. When you begin to relax and just focus on self and focus on the present moment, things will begin to flow to you. But when you are stressed about a situation or constantly worrying, or as we said in the beginning, complaining, instead of thinking about the positive aspects, then you're going to get just that. So make sure that you relax and let things flow in your life. you know? Okay, so we're going to move on to the number 5, born on the 5th, the 14th, the 23rd of the month, or come under the signs of Virgo or Gemini. You are a number 5, and you got the number 3 card, number 5, and this is one of your oppositions. Whatever I desire, I can acquire. And so, since the number 5 is oppositional to you, number 3, the number 5, your number 5 is oppositional to this number 3. This means that you don't may not believe that what you desire you can acquire, because of the fact that the number 3 also rules your belief. So this is saying, as Esther Hicks would say, you need to change your stinking thinking. Start focusing on the positive aspects, as we said with this cornerstone card. It is time for you to start focusing on something better. You are an unlimited being. And the only thing that can ever change that is you. You're the one that takes you from being unlimited to limited. And you do that through your thoughts and beliefs. This right here is saying to you, number 5, you need to, more than anything else, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself, number 5. And the advice card is the 27-9. You need to let go. You holding on to some experiences that may have you not being able to believe in yourself. Some things that you have been through in your life that maybe kind of made you think that, hey, maybe I'm not that good, or maybe I shouldn't do that. Something that kind of got your confidence. But this right here is saying you need to let all of that go. That was then. This is the past. The past is gone. This is a new day. This is present moment. Start believing in yourself and let go of all of those things. The perfect thing for you would be to get that guided meditation that I have talking about clearing up past subconscious trauma of thoughts and beliefs so that you can move forward and manifest during this energy. Let go. Start letting go of the things that are holding you back because it's clearly something in your mindset or something in your belief system that's got you feeling like you can't be any more than you are. And I said, that's not true. That's not true, but you need to believe in yourself. And now for the number six, born on the 6th, the 15th, or the 24th of the month, will come under the signs of Libra, Taurus. You are a number six. And this is number 14, 5 card. I am a vibrational being in a vibrational universe. See, we see these physical bodies and we think that that is all it is to us. No, we are vibration. And guess what? Like vibrations attract. That's why you're like here, because we have the same type of vibration somewhere deep down inside. And you're picking up on my energy and I'm picking up on your energy. Well, that is what's happening all around us all the time. Just because we can't see it doesn't mean that it's not there. Just because you're thinking things to yourself doesn't mean that that vibration is not felt. That vibration is there and it's going to find a way to get out. It's going to find a way to attract that like vibration. So make sure you raise your vibration so that all of those things that you love and cherish will come to you so that you can gain that balance and harmony that you've been looking for. And let's see what your advice card is, number six. What you need to do is you need to take some downtime, which is meaning big time. Your past due. Your past due. And it's like you've been going on and on and on and on, and you haven't been taking time to stop for yourself. Because here's the thing with the number six, you're so busy in service to other people that you rarely take enough time for yourself. Well, right now it's saying that it's time for you to take a break. And when I say break, I'm not just talking about a little R&R. This is time for you to tap in with source. This is time for you to go in through deep meditation and prayer and deep soul study and spend time with yourself. Because this is what you may not understand, six. You are so busy helping other people, serving others, that sometimes you may lose a piece of yourself. Not only that, you don't know the type of energy and vibration that you're attracting on a day to day basis. You need to have some time and space to yourself to just cleanse your soul. And you can do that through meditation, number six. So make sure that you practice meditation, or even if it's just being silent, mindfulness, something to have that time when you can connect to the Most High. Number seven, born on the 7th, the 16th, or the 25th of the month, or come under the sign of Cancer. You are a number seven. And you got the number 12 card. I can create both money and time to enjoy. Mm. I'm hearing, what do you want to do, number seven? What do you want to do? Just like the number three card, this is your world. What do you want to do? You don't have to do the thing that you don't want to do if you don't want to do them. You have the ability. Remember, I said that You are unlimited. You're an unlimited being. So you have the ability to do anything that you want to do. A lot of people have that myth about money that, in order to make money, you have to work hard. And this is just not, has to be, it's just not true. So this right here is saying that do something that you love to do. You know that saying, once you do something that you love to do, you never work a day in your life. And this right here is saying that this is what you focus on. This time is time for you to focus on the things that you love to do. Don't even think about manifesting those things that you think would get you in a position that you want to be or get you the things that you want to be when there's no enjoyment there. No, a dream is free. And when you visualize your own story, that's free too. So it costs the same thing to create a vision, a small vision that you don't like, than it does to create a huge vision. And it's involving you doing something that you love. So you may as well choose the latter option. Find something that you love to do and focus your intentions around that. And what the advice card says is woo woo is wonderful. And that's kind of like going on in with this. It's saying, yeah, have fun. Tap into those things that you love to do and those things that you really admire. And this is the number one. To me, the energy that I'm feeling is even if it's you that are the only one that loves doing this thing, make sure that you set your intentions around this. Make sure that you are aligning with whatever it is you love because there's nothing worse than getting something and then once you get it, it's not really what you want. So make sure that what you set your intentions for is what you really want. Now we're going to move on to the number 8. Born on the 8th, 17th, or 26th of the month, or come under the signs of Capricorn. You are a number 8. And this is number 15. And by the way, I will say, since this is the number 8 card, the 8-8 portal will favor those that are Capricorns. Okay, so this is the number 15-6 card. It says, I can give my attention to the positive aspects. And this is just confirmation of the very opening statement. And you know what? This confirmation is needed for the number 8 because sometimes the number 8 have to make sure that they keep themselves in the positive. They have to make sure that they keep their vibrations up because this is the Saturn ruled planet, So the number 8 really needs to make sure that they are focusing on the positive in every situation that happens and don't get disappointed when things don't seem to go your way because most of the time, and this is for everybody, when things just don't seem to go the way that you want them to go, that just means that there's something else better for you. Why don't you wait on it? Wait on it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And this one is the 18-9. It says mentors and role models. This right here is saying that you may be collaborating with some other people on different things. You may be meeting new people in your life that can introduce you to new things. Um, there may be people there that are willing to help you if you are willing to be open enough and to allow them to give it a try. So make sure that you are keeping your eyes open because sometimes manifestations come through all different types of ways. It could be people that you never even expected. Okay, so we're going to move on to the number 9, born on the 9th, the 18th, or the 27th of the month, or come under the signs of Aries or Scorpio. You are a number 9. Hmm. Life is always working out for me. Life is always working out for me. And this is the number 5 card. The energy that I'm feeling here is transformation and change. Because the number 9 itself represents transformation. And the number 5 is here because the number 5 talks about change. The only way that we go through transformation is if we go through a change. This right here is saying, let your guard down, number 9. The energy that I'm feeling is don't continue to hold your guard up. Because even when we think about it, holding your guard up is an indication that there's something you're afraid of. There's something that you are anticipating. So this is saying stop holding your guard up. It's time for transformation. Your purpose in this world is to reach humanity. And the only way that you can reach humanity is if they can reach you. And they can't reach you if your guard is always up at all given times. Also, when your guard is up, number 9, I'm going to tell you what else it does. It sets boundaries around you. It sets limitations around you when your guard is up. So, what this is saying is take your guard down. It's just like you know that the change is coming, you know that the transformation is coming, but you're trying to block it and you're trying to avoid it. Sort of like, and this is kind of funny because the 5 was trying to escape it. So, with the number 9 is trying to avoid it too. But what this energy is saying is this is the energy that's coming about, and it's coming about for a specific reason. There is purpose behind this too, no matter what it may seem like for you. But throughout this period, you are being reminded that everything is going to work out fine. Everything's going to work out fine. You'll look back at this day and you may not even remember this. Everything is going to work out fine. It's a part of your growth. It's a part of your transition, a part of your transformation. Embrace it. Embrace it. Mm, yes. This is the number 12 card. You are the boss. This is that big energy. You know you're the boss, but sometimes when you're going through something and you put that guard up, you don't know whether you're the boss or not because you may lose a little bit of your confidence. But this is a reminder that you are the boss. And this card, the number 12 card, is saying also, you know, watch out for people that may take advantage of you. So what this is really saying, the energy that I'm feeling is you, no matter what anybody comes in and brings into your life or try to present into your life, just know that you are the boss and that nobody can take advantage of them or take advantage of you unless you allow it. So, this is really saying avoid the distraction. There may be people that may be trying to get to you, but instead of allowing those people to let you build up walls, you need to not be distracted, and you need to continue to walk away, and you need to move forward on your journey and embrace this transformation that you're currently going through. Number 9. And now we're going to go on to the master number 11. That's if you were born on the 11th of the month or the 29th of the month, or you come under signs of Leo or Aquarius. You are the master number 11. And you have the 2 card. You will tell your story as you want it to be. The energy that I'm feeling for this card, number 11, is you already have it. This is deep because this is the 2 card, and you are a 2. This is saying pay attention to what you feel when you're setting intentions while this portal is open. Pay attention at all times to how you feel. Sometimes you can discover things about yourself, your environment, other people that you never even knew was there through awareness. This right here, this card is telling you it's time to be aware. And it's saying whatever it is that you want, you need to begin to communicate that with yourself. You need to journal it. You need to speak that thing down in existence. And if you have to put it in the comment section, speak it into existence down in the comment section. But this is saying you're going to tell your story the way that you want it to be. So, guess what? That means you're the author of your life. You got this. So remember that while this portal is open, and focus on the positive aspects and not just focus on those aspects. Tell that story the way you want it to be, and it will show up for you. And you have the 42-6 card as an advice call on your runners. This right here is saying, tap into your spiritual side of yourself. Tap into that subconscious state of mind. Tap into the things that you may be able to understand, or the things that you may get in as downloads, and other people may not understand it. Tap into those things that are kind of guiding your life. Sometimes you may not pay attention to those things because you may not really understand whether it's real or not. This is saying messages are coming to you to guide you, but you need to tap in to be able to gather those messages and to develop that belief within yourself and follow that intuition and follow your feelings. Okay, so we're going to move on to the number 22. Born on the 22nd of the month, or come under the signs of Aquarius or Leo, you are a number 22. Okay, this is the 28 card. So this is the one card which is interchangeable. That is strange because number 4 got a number 1 card too. So this card is interchangeable with your 22. It says, I am developing the skill to direct my thoughts. While this energy is open, master number 22, because I have to explain to you. So, the master number 22 is a combination of the spiritual and the physical. It's like the best of both worlds, for lack of better terms or phrases. But the reason why I say that is because the 11 is the spiritual side, but the 22 is the side where you're bringing the spiritual and the visionary side, and you're building off that foundation. But what I'm saying here is this is the time right here for you to be focusing on both sides of your gifts, both sides of your talents. And you need to be learning at this time how to direct your thoughts. This requires time for you to be to yourself. This requires time for you to take walks, take jogs, be out in nature, meditation, prayer. This right here is saying, when I get up in the morning, I'm just going to take some time for me to have a routine, to check in and listen to me. This right here is saying that you really need to learn how to direct your thoughts so that you're thinking more positive whenever you're setting a foundation, whenever you're building something. So it's kind of like everything picks up energy. So when you're building a foundation or setting your intentions, and you don't know how to direct your thought, your foundation may not be as firm as it should be. And what happens when you build upon a foundation that's not firm? The structure will come tumbling down. So it's important for you to know how to direct your thoughts so that when you are building your fine foundation or setting your intentions, you have a strong, sturdy foundation and you have clear intentions. Number 22. And the way that you stay in line is the number 5. You know, and the number 5 loves the network and loves to be all in the mix. But this is saying do what you love to do. Do what you love to do. And when you're in that happy mode, that positive mode, it really directs your thoughts to more positive things. For me, the thing that works for me sometimes is music. When I want to raise my vibrations, I listen to music. And that makes a real big difference in raising my vibration and keeping me in that positive mode. And now that we're finished with that, the overall message today was basically about focusing on the positive, and especially during the time that this portal is open. But this is something that you should not only do during this time, this is something that you should be doing at all times. Focus on the positive. If you change the way you look at things, the things you look at will change. Wayne Dyer said that. So you have to be able to look at things in a positive manner. You have to be able to see the silver lining in every cloud. And when you do this, you open up your very own portal in your life so that you can begin to attract and manifest those things that you really, really want. It's not about trying to manifest because you're already manifesting, whether you know it or not, whether you believe in it or not. It's not about trying to become something. At this point, you should have already become it. You should already be as if you wanted to see, or as if you want to see yourself when the vision is complete. Now is the time. The past is gone. Let go of those things. They have the potential to hold you back. And the future is not here yet. So focus in this moment. Keep your mind steady in this moment. As long as you have everything that you need in this moment, you are abundant. You are okay. And I'm wishing you all of the abundance and prosperity in the world. Okay, so here's that affirmation for today. Be like a postage stamp. Stick to a thing until you get there. A lot of people are like, where's my manifestation? Where's my manifestation? They're looking around for it. They don't see what they want to see. And I just had the most beautiful vision today. And it's like things I was doing years ago. It just seemed like a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time. It did not seem like it was nowhere near the big vision that I had for myself. But then today I just woke up and was thinking in gratitude of where I am at now versus where I was then. And I look at now and I'm like, oh my God, that happened. That led me to that. That led me to that. And it's the same thing with your life and everybody's life. Our life, our journey is like this big, huge puzzle with the little tiny pieces, 1,000 piece puzzle. When you first dump the puzzle out on the floor, you think, I don't know what this puzzle is going to look like when it's done. You can't see it. You put the first piece down and then you start finding pieces that match that all around. And you do that for a while and it still doesn't look like anything. But you never really get the full view of that puzzle until it's complete. So, what I'm saying to you is no matter what you're doing, no matter what you are working on, if it has not appeared, that doesn't mean stop. That means keep going. Stick to a thing like a postage stamp. And that's my 8-8 Lionsgate portal reading for today.